What is happening, people? Welcome to the Manc Talk. We are back and we're live. We've got a man like Lewis, you know what I'm saying? New season of the Manc Talk. Big up to Mercy as the sponsor for the video. If you want to go get your tops, hoodies, you name it, people, go and check it out. Link is in the description below. And yeah, Lewis.
What you saying, bro?
What do you reckon, man? You're here, man. You're live in the flesh, man. You're in the studio.
Yeah, that's
Manc Talk season. You know what? This is season 2, you know?
This is season 2. You know what I mean? We're gonna have it large. You know, last week was on a StreamYard, but we're in the studio today.
Yeah.
Because it's a special episode.
Special, man.
Because United are in the mud, and we can't do it on StreamYard. You know what I mean? When it's this deep, bro.
You know what? When you do it
in.
on StreamYard, it's not like this, innit? You know what I mean? And we can't really give. You know what I mean? We could be out here today. We could, for all you know, we could be tussling here today.
That's it. That's
it. Crazy.
You want the behind the scenes footage? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Listen, we might have to put it out, but listen, we're here. The pillow's here, giving me comfort. Nothing's changed, man. I thought that pillow would be gone, man, but it's not gone.
It's still here. I'm loving these medals, man. I'm looking at this, City Premier League medal, yeah. And I'm just thinking, your club ain't seen this for a long time.
Mate, listen, don't even bother, man.
You're not gonna see it for a long time either.
I don't think they have red ribbons anymore. You know what I mean? It's just blue nowadays. But listen, we're back, people. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to City Extra. Link is in the title. Make sure you go subscribe to me as well. And please, guys, like the video, man. On your way in, we're back, man. You know what I mean? There's too many stuff going on down south, man. It's about time we represent the north. I know it's going to be rivalry, but there's no show like this. Man City, Man United, talking it out. Going to be respectful as we can. You know what I mean? Unless Lewis tries to decide otherwise. But yeah, man, where do you want to start, man? You know what I mean?
Where do you want to start? Well, I'll tell you what, mate.
Nothing happened at United, though, is there?
Nah, it's a boring, dead club at the moment. No, you know what? There's so many places we can start, right? Yeah. Before we get into like the current transfer business, I just want to say that your club right now is a mess, yeah?
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment to this city, the way that it's been handled.
City,
I promise you.
You never cared about us, man.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why, because you got Ten Hag in, right?
Yeah.
And what should have happened, there should have been a ruthlessness about your football club. And we ain't seen that ruthlessness. You've signed, what, 1 player? 2 players?
3, I think. You know what I mean? But you've got a free transfer in Ericsson, but
free transfer in Ericsson. You got Martinez at the back there.
Yeah.
You've been chasing after De Jong all summer long. Mate. Like honestly, mate, what is your club doing?
You're telling me I'm still searching for the answers, mate. De Jong, like I said, I hate the word. You know, I feel like just muting that word on Twitter, you know.
Well,
anyone comes up to me, everyone, like the amount of people that come up to me, I big up to everybody, like on the streets and that. What's happening with De Jong? I'm like, you're gonna guess mine. I'm sick of the word De Jong until he comes to us and I'll start loving that name again. I don't want to hear that word again. I think it's decision time in terms of where he wants to be. I think the La Liga starts on Saturday, I think it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's decision time. Barcelona are in the mud as well. They can't register anyone, so they have to do something. It's all a bit of a joke, man. He's wanting his wages, which for me, anybody would. If you're owed 17 million, you're not going to walk away from that. That's the bottom line. But end of the day, Barcelona need to get rid of him to basically upset the balance of the squad. They need to get rid of him. So it's just like, now Chelsea are involved. They want to get
and if Chelsea are legitimately involved and they want him, you would assume that he's going to go Chelsea. So you spent all this time, the whole transfer window, chasing after a guy that doesn't want to be at United.
No, not really. I don't buy into that. It doesn't not want to be, or he just kind of wants his wages. It's difficult. You don't know someone's true feelings if your own money. That would be hovering around your head. Anyone would be. I think it comes down to when he gets his money. That's when we'll know where he's gonna go.
But the thing is, then, all right, then. So that's the case. Say he kind of wants to go United. Which, if Chelsea are involved, he'll probably still go Chelsea anyway.
Champions League football. I get you.
But you spent all this time. You've already played a match and lost against Brighton. You know what I mean? This transfer with De Jong, if it happens, is probably not going to happen until the last days of the transfer window when the pressure.
It's not good for us, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So United should have moved on from this transfer weeks ago. Weeks ago. Yet you're still here chasing a guy who you might not even get. You're now moving on to Rabiot, right? Who I'm looking at, I'm thinking,
Rabiot, man, former City player, is he any good?
No, he's not good, bro. That's why he's been sold at every single football club.
You know, I used to watch him at the Dome. You know the Dome. He used to train at the Dome. Him and Dennis Suarez and all them lot.
It's just, you know what I mean, like it's just embarrassing, man, the way that your club's acting. I don't get it. You was in for Arnautovic. What a joke that is. It took your own fans and your own players to say, nah, you can't get this guy in. You know what I'm saying? And
we would not have been linked with him if we didn't lose to Brighton. That's why, for me, it's become a bit of a panic. Would we have been linked with Rabiot and Arnautovic if we'd have won to Brighton? Maybe Rabiot, because apparently he's been chasing for 3 weeks, but Arnautovic, definitely not, man. Is it underwhelming? I think it is, but at the same time, I've got to trust my manager. Like, I get.
But does your manager want him? You know what I mean? You're saying
Rabiot apparently has been speaking to him for a couple of weeks on the phone. Like, he's had private messages and whatnot.
It doesn't inspire you, though. You got United fans watching this, bro, going, fucking Rabiot. You're talking Rabiot. This is a club that needs to be on the up, try to get some momentum.
So you're thinking he's not that kind of player to bring United back to where they want to be?
No chance, bro. No, he's a squad player. He's not a player that is going to drag.
Plays every time for France. He's been trusted by Allegri. I get what you mean, but this guy's played at big clubs, PSG, Juventus. He's not no kind of small time player.
I think United, what they need is right now. Yeah, you need players who are going to scrap for you, because you're in that scrap, bro.
We got McTominay. He scraps. What does he do? Nothing.
Well, your whole club wants him out. None of your fan base like him. None of your fan base likes Fred. And you're going to get Rabiot. And I'm telling you, Rabiot is not a player that when you're playing at Crystal Palace away, when it's raining, I don't think he's going to fight for you. I just don't see it, man. So I don't back the transfer.
But the problem is, though, if the manager wants him, but he can't trust anyone in the club to have a recruitment team. Like your guys there, yeah? Pep Guardiola trusts, is it Soriano and
Tiki, yeah?
Tiki. They trust him. The manager, I don't think, trusts Myrtle. He doesn't. He clearly doesn't.
How long has this Myrtle kid been at the club for?
He's been there for a while. He's been there since Van Gaal's been there. Mourinho,
He's probably right not to trust him.
That's what I mean. And a lot of people said to me, Myrtle madness. But this is what's happened, right? It's like saying now, Richard Dunn, yeah, he's been working at the club in terms of developing, yeah, and all this lot, yeah. And then he gets a job as a kind of a football director. Would you be confident in Richard Dunn doing a job?
Well, because he's never done that job for a certain amount of time.
Jobs for the boys.
It's a case of Ten Hag is absolutely right not to trust the director of football or whoever's doing these signings, because the past years of your signings have been poor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, making poor decisions. So absolutely, Ten Hag. I do feel sorry for Ten Hag, actually. I feel like when he went in there, I honestly thought, he's gonna mess it up a little bit here, Ten Hag, in a good way. I think he's gonna go up there, upset some people in the boardroom, which needed to be done. And I thought he was gonna go in there and say, you're out, you're in, and he's gone in, and it's not really happened.
Do you reckon he's buying his time? I do think he's gonna buy his time. You've got to give everyone a chance. Guardiola gave everyone a chance when he came through. I get Joe Hart straight out the door. I think it's a different one though. A lot of people think that Ten Hag doesn't have the aura of Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola done everything. He's seen everything. Ten Hag still has to have that kind of feeling about him, where he still has to be humble. He still needs to see players and understand where they're going and whatnot. So I think that will come. My question is that how long are you willing to wait and watch? If you're willing to watch for as long as it crumbles, I'm sorry, that's where you're going to get caught. And this league is not forgiving. Brentford away, they'll absolutely run through us. We're not Man United anymore of the old.
No, you're certainly not, man. And I had a little chat with my mate yesterday, and I was saying, United, no chance you getting top four.
No. Listen.
I've seen some United fans talk about top four. Right?
Who?
Just random United fans talk about it. I'm like, no chance.
I mean, they're both trolls.
The thing is with Ten Hag, I get what you're saying about having to give him a chance, but there are certain players in your football club
not good enough yet
that will not make it.
Who do you think is not good enough for this club?
Players like Wan-Bissaka. I like Wan-Bissaka, but he's not going to work under Ten Hag. It's nothing against the kid. I think he's a good defender. In fact, defensively, 1-on-1, he's probably one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
But that's not what Ten Hag's about, getting on the ball, making things happen. He ain't going to work. McFred ain't going to work. Neither of them are going to work. You know what I mean? And sure, he's out of chances. How many chances are you going to give him?
The City fan saying that, and apparently I've got an agenda against Shaw. It's City fans saying that. 8 years, man. I would have played at City survive for 8 years given a chance.
He wouldn't. So he's had too many chances. He's not delivered on a consistent basis. I ain't talking about he's never been good. He has been good, and he's dropped some mega performances, bro. But at this level, it's about consistency. And this is what I'm saying about the chances. I get, I might give a chance to Martial. Or, not, I wouldn't, but I might give a chance to Ronaldo or whatever, Rashford. All these players that are like, some people are saying get rid, some people are...
of course.
These are players that potentially could work, But players that have failed the system or just will not work in a Ten Hag system. And this ain't... It don't take like a rocket scientist to work out that some of these players that just won't work for Ten Hag. This is where the ruthlessness should have been coming. I personally think that Ronaldo should have been chopped time ago. But I get why you might give him a chance. I get why you might give Martial a chance.
I think, is it because that United at the minute right now can't afford to lose Ronaldo because they don't know what's going to be out in the future? Is that the right mindset to have? Like,
no.
You're thinking about what you can lose, but you're not thinking about what you can gain from other things.
Let me tell you what I think, about the Ronaldo situation. Is because United will not get top 4 with or without Ronaldo. That's a fact, right?
Well, so, last season's showed it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, Ten Hag is not here for this season to get you into the top 4 or win the Europa League or something like that. He could win the Europa League, but that's not what it is. He's here for a project to build the club, where in 2 to 3 years, probably 3, United will be hopefully challenging Liverpool.
But what about bedding season where, because you've got to remember, this is lamps to the slaughter. It's cold out there in the streets. You've got to have someone. It's almost like a cushion. Ronaldo is that cushion now for United. It's guaranteed goals. You know, I mean, it gives you short-term gain, but that's the wrong mentality, isn't it? To have, though.
It is, and actually could work in a disadvantage for Ten Hag, because what about if Ronaldo smashes it this season, and then he goes next summer, because he will, if he does stay this summer, he will leave next summer, and then next summer United are worse, then it'll all be, Ten Hag only did well last year because of Ronaldo. So actually, I think he might be putting pressure on himself, Ten Hag, by keeping Ronaldo.
That's a good point, you know.
I just think, yes, okay, you'll score less goals this season, you'll probably win less matches, but your overall sort of the position of the club and where you're at as a football club won't be too much different. And actually, if you get someone in now, I don't know who you play as that striker or false 9, however he decides to go, then you can build him where in 2 to 3 years he'll be all right. Well, United are going to be challenging in 2 to 3 years. If you have Ronaldo as your striker, he goes, you bring in some kid next year for the striker position. It's more pressure to deliver quick.
I know. You know what? It's true, you know. And I feel like for me, that's where Ten Hag has got to maybe put that stamp in. You know what it is? As much as we're learning, and I'm patient, we'll learn from Ten Hag as well. Is it the same old, or is it the kind of like he's coming here to stamp his authority? Again, I'll give him time to do that. I won't kind of rush him and whatnot. But at the same time, if you're playing McFred every week, you're not helping yourself, are you?
Well, one thing, do you know when the game against Brighton, he played McFred?
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
That's one thing that I'm proper disappointed in Ten Hag, you know. I've been like, on the socials.
When you know it's been happening for 3 years.
Yeah, on the socials and on YouTube and that, I've been saying, Ten Hag is going to flop on that, But on low key, I've been like, he could build it up. But I'm seriously disappointed that he played McFred against Brighton. I don't know why he's not got the way you play football nowadays. The top clubs, Liverpool and City, you play one proper CDM, and then you play 2 players in front of them who are more advanced. Liverpool probably don't play as advanced as City. They play Thiago, who probably does play a little bit deeper than sort of a Bernado.
But that's why we're chasing De Jong, having that one sitter. But then again, it's still like, I know what you mean.
But you could play McTominay or Fred for the time being, and then play Bruno and Eriksen. You know what I mean? To dominate the ball.
Best player, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Eriksen was the best player.
But he ate a false 9. He played a striker, didn't he?
I know, and then he's dropped deeper a little bit. You know what I mean? So when you say it to me about top 4 or 1, I'm looking around Newcastle. Newcastle,
no chance.
I'm saying I'm looking around now, thinking top 8, top 7. Like I'm not this top 6 thing now. I'm just like, it's a lot to do, man. And any United fan that is very confident in top 4 or whatnot, I think you just need to have a head wobble, mate, because this club is far off that.
And as well,
Saeed,
you need to lower your expectations, because if you're going into the season thinking you get top 4, not only are you going to be mega disappointed, you'll also be putting like a mad pressure on the team and the manager, and you'll probably end up saying, this is not good enough. You need to understand that what you're going to see this year isn't going to be good
Any
enough.
players that need to step up for you, you know what I mean? There's you talk about Rashford, Sancho, this and that,
so to be fair, all them players that you mentioned there, I think Sancho does need to step up. I think
big season for him, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think for me, I'm Sancho all the way in that, but he's got to prove himself this season,
He's a top player. Rashford for me is on the last chance saloon.
I think he's declining, mate.
He is declining, and you know what I mean. He needs to perform this year on the pitch. You know what I mean. He needs to get on that football pitch and show what he's about. Because when he's on his A game, he's a top player.
But when Shaw's on his A game, he's a top player. I mean, you know what I mean. We could be pulling up trees on a top day, and we could be doing good. But at a day, what separates the best in life is consistency.
That's right.
You know what I mean. Right, that's just the bottom line, man. So. Brentford on the weekend. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm absolutely bricking it. Hey?
Is that away from home?
Away from home, man. You know what they're like in it. You had them last season, didn't it?
And last year, you shouldn't have won that game.
I know, bro. I said it.
Game last year.
We got away with it, man. We remember it was like 3. We should have been 3-0 down.
Yeah. I remember watching the game, man. I was like, how are Brighton not winning this, man? It was a madness.
It's absolute. You know what? We got away with it. I remember Elanga and Bruno scored on the break, and Rashford even scored off the bench. It was ugly game. Yeah. You know the worst team to play them kind of teams is. You know Norwich at the start of the season, Brentford at the start of the season. You know when they're like fans are rocking.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's a nice day. It's 5:30 kickoff. You had that again a few years ago with Norwich, didn't you? Brentford had one as well. Arsenal, they had a start to the season. They did well. This is the worst game for Ten Hag. But again, it could be the worst and best game because it shows what he's able to do. Is he able to do? They've got Damsgaard, who I think is a terrific signing, man. If they can get him playing and get him to the form, it's almost like an Eriksen replacement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they're a class team, and I think you'll struggle there. I think you need to dominate the ball. Ten Hag needs to get that football under control.
There'll be energy, and that's what our team like. We're the worst team. Gary Neville said things that I said last season in terms of transition, in terms of in terms of just like battling through team. We're the worst team in the Premier League because we just don't battle. We don't. The transitional moments we get beat at. 50-50s we get beat at. So.
It's a type of player that you have in the team at the moment. They don't want to. This is what I'm saying when it comes back to Rabiot. You know what I mean? This is exactly the point that I'm trying to make, bro. Yeah. Is that United do not have players that are going to fight for that football club. And that's what you need right now. The quality thing, you need the quality. Yeah. But right now, you need players that are going to go to Brentford, know that it's going to be a grim game, and they're going to fight, man.
Right now, we're just these battlers, so listen, it is what it is. I ain't going to lie to you. If you gave me a quick prediction, what would you say? I'm going to go for...
I go for 1-1.
2-2.
Yeah, I think... it depends what he does with Ronaldo. Because this is the thing. If he brings Ronaldo in, this is what I'm saying. You might win the game. But I don't think... It's a weird situation. It's not... I think... Because people be like, so you tell me you'd rather draw than win. Nah, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if he starts to rely on Ronaldo, I don't think that's a good thing.
Then it's for the detriment of the team because then we're a bit slower in transition.
Short term, medium term, I don't think it's a good thing to have Ronaldo in there. But you'll get the purists who go, well, winning games is all that matters, and I can't argue with that, man.
Well, there we go, and Ten Hag will find out, mate. You know what I mean? But listen. We're going to move over to the blue side of Manchester.
Yes.
You know what I mean? By the way, that signing you put, man, you know what I mean? It was crazy, man. Who was trending last night? We can't say his name.
Yeah.
But flipping out. I feel sorry for that guy, man. Gomez. What's he called? Gomez.
Yeah. It's, I don't know what's going on.
How did you keep a straight face on the stream like
this? It's a madness. It's a madness.
It's a madness. But left back, is he going back to, is he a media signing, what they call it?
So what happened was, we were linked with him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, the news broke that City were in talks for him, so we did the stream, and we was on the stream talking about him, and then during the stream, David Ornstein come out and was like, "Oh, nah, it's actually a CFG signing." So we was like, "Oh, Raf, we're actually in for a left back. He's not going to come." But now Fabrizio's come out and he's saying, "Nah, basically the situation is City are signing him,
but he could."
And so I think that the way it's going to happen, I think City is still going to be looking at another left back. If we get one in, they might loan him out. They might keep him as like another backup, or I don't know. So it's still a little bit up in the air. But at least we've got one.
Mate, at least you got one, man. Which is he highly rated? Have you watched a bit of him? And
yeah. You know what it is. Very attacking fullback, young, come through La Masia at Barca.
Though, man, did you not get that? Was it Angelino? He was attacking as well.
Yeah. No, I know. But these fullbacks, what you got to understand is they don't really have that much defending to do at City anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Now that's not to say that if he plays against Salah, he'll get smoked, because he probably would get smoked. But the main thing for us was we just needed someone in that position, because otherwise it'd be Ake.
Yeah,
who can do a job, but
could do a job, but not thingy as well. You lost Zinchenko, which I still think it had to be done, man. You know what I mean? People say, oh, this and that, but it had to be done, man. The main thing is it had to be done. But end of the day, you know what I mean, you got him, but the main one that we need to talk about is Bernado Silva, because I was watching the stream yesterday and I was looking at the quotes and that. It's very cryptic, innit? It's very, very. It's like I'm happy to be here, but they know my situation. That's what he said.
It's a weird situation because this has been going on for over 12 months, bro.
Yeah.
So I feel like City fans have actually dealt with this really, really well, because you know what it's like when a player wants to leave your club and you don't want to leave. You had it with Ronaldo.
Twice, he wasn't respectful as the Bernado.
Yeah. So we're in a situation where, okay, we knew he wanted to go last year, and we know that no one bidded for him last year or bid enough for him, because it's been confirmed by various sources and Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
We believe it's due to sort of being like a homesick type vibe.
He did say something about lockdown. Yeah, we were here for 2 years.
Struggled, and you know, a lot of the foreign players struggled in a lockdown situation.
Yeah, to be fair, they did. Yeah, they weren't allowed to go back home.
That's it. So we believe it's something to do with that, rather than it's the club. And the reason that I think that's backed up is because he said yesterday in the interview that he is happy to stay at City if what he wants, in my opinion, he wants to go Barcelona. I don't think he wants to go anywhere else. I think he wants to go Barcelona.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't think he'd be saying stuff like, if it doesn't happen, I'm happy to stay. He's not saying, you know what I mean? People say, of course he has to say that. Well, he doesn't have to say that, does he? Because he could say, you don't have to say I'm happy to stay. He could just be like, the club know what I want. I'm being respectful about it. No problemo. But otherwise, he wouldn't say I'm happy to stay. So I think he wants to go Barcelona.
For me, it's a no-brainer though. You got to try and aim to keep him, because I don't think there's a player in world football that does what Bernardo Silva does. It's very rare, man, and that's why Bernardo Silva is such a special player. Is that he can play in the wide position. He can drop in the 10. He can drop in the 8. He can play on the left. He's so multi-dimensional. Yeah. He's a workhorse, mate. When you talk about quality and having the workhorse, it's underrated in world football.
It is. It's underrated when you combine it with the talent, which you just mentioned.
Talent, exactly.
You know, this is what I've been saying to people on the streams. I said, if you want to find a player that runs 14 kilometres a game, I'll find you about 25.
25.
What I can't do, what I'm seriously struggling to do, is find someone who can do that with the talent that Bernardo Silva's got. That's what it's about. It's the combination of both.
Man.
And people always say, don't they? You know what I mean? There's talent's nothing without work rate.
Yeah. Talent. Yeah. Of course.
You know, you got to imagine Mario Balotelli, man. Imagine that guy actually worked hard. Yeah. That guy would have been like elite level striker.
Elite, mate. Elite.
So yeah, it is difficult. What I'm not doing, Saeed, I'm not gonna worry myself if he does leave. I've seen some people waving the white flag already, bro.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Some City fans are like, if Bernardo goes, it's over. Hand the title to Liverpool. I'm like, you what? What are you on about, mate? We've got Gundogan. You know what I mean? You forgot what Gundogan can do for this football club. We've got Foden. We've got Grealish who can play there. We'll bring other players in. Yes, okay. We won't have the guy running around. But if you're telling me that our club's going to fall apart because Bernardo Silva's going to leave, I mean, nah, you're in cuckoo land.
I think it might do in terms of Champions League. You might lose that edge. But again, like I said, the thing is, Gundogan is injury prone. There's no Fernandinho, but you have got Calvin Phillips. But then, would you play a 2?
Well, this is what I've said. I actually think that if you look at City's Champions League exits in recent years under Pep Guardiola, we concede far too many goals. So I've actually said, I put my neck on the line here. I could be wrong, but I just think that in the later rounds of the Champions League, I think he could go Rodri, Calvin Phillips for that extra protection. And people might be like, nah, that's dead. We need it dead, because we concede far too many goals in the Champions League, man. Monaco, Spurs, Real Madrid, Liverpool.
Keep saying it.
Conceding like 4, 5, 6 goals in the Champions League. Not acceptable.
And Real Madrid won the biggest one.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that we might go to a...
Mate, that clip of you in the Champions League, you and Jordan, man, it was on everywhere, you know.
Oh, don't, man. Don't. It was pain. It was
you know, my little brother, I was in the house, and my little brother went straight to his room, man. He knew at 2-1, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He knows it's coming back.
You just knew it, didn't you? You felt it. And obviously City... And this is another thing that you just mentioned then about Bernardo. It might not help us in the Champions League. Bro, we never won a Champions League, man. What are people talking about? Oh, it might hurt you in the Champions League. Bro, we've hurted in the Champions League for the last
there's
decade.
no more you can go lower.
Talk to me about Champions League. We never won the thing.
Yeah. If you were to go and get a replacement, I know you've done stuff. Who in world football now? You got that Nunes kid from Sporting.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many out there that are.
There's not.
It's the market now. Yeah, it's very very scatty. There's not enough centre backs. There's not enough right backs.
That's why Fofana's going for that 100 mil, man. The guy played 12 games last season.
It's crazy, man. The market now, I just feel like for me, you've got to be meticulous. You can't just go and willy-nilly just buy any player. Like, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So that market for the 8s as well now, it's very, very kind of like...
So we had this little debate yesterday, and I'd be interested to know what United fans think about it as well, because you get like a different perspective off different fans.
Yeah.
And I was asking, do we buy an 8, or do you put Foden or Grealish in the 8 and then buy another winger?
That's a good point, you know.
Because, you know what I mean? Like,
but you were linked with a winger, wouldn't you? What was that guy? You were linked with Gnabry, but he started a new deal.
Yeah. So we've been linked with. So this is what I'd be interested to see what people say in the comments on this. If you was a City now, right, and you'd say Bernado goes, the players that we've been linked with is Paqueta from Lyon.
Yep.
Who's more advanced and more
advanced.
He's probably better going forward than Bernado.
Yeah,
but
of course.
He's not obviously going to give you what Bernado gives you. Nunez is an option, but I ain't really seen any links for him for quite a while. And we had a couple of links to Verratti at PSG, who's different type of player.
You know what you should have got though? The one that's going to PSG now.
Who that?
What's his name? Let us know in the comments, people.
No,
the Napoli guy.
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
Oh, man. Obviously, this is not live stream, so we can't check the comments.
Yeah, comments.
Yeah, but let us know in the comments anyway, people. But that player, basically.
I know you're on about. So Paqueta's an option. Verratti's an option. And then you just have, like, the Nunez's who we've not been linked with for a while. Or, like I say, do you drop Foden in there? Obviously, we've already got Gundogan. You can drop Foden in there. You can drop a Grealish in there. We've played,
of course,
and then go buy a winger. And people have we was talking last night, bro. People talk about maybe a return for Leroy Sané, bro. Because apparently he wants out. I don't know why he was linked. He wants out for Bayern. Is the sort of the rumor going round. And
but Guardiola never tends to buy re-sign a player.
He doesn't.
Have you checked in the history? Has he ever re-signed a player?
You know what? I was actually going to check, but then I was like, I can't be asked wasting my time because he's definitely never done.
Never. That's what I'm saying to you.
But what would you do if you were sitting now? Would you buy a winger or would you?
I would buy a straight 8. Like, you have to replace him. The thing is, for me, I would do the whole Gundogan, Foden, and whatnot. But I think Foden is very. He's still learning his game. I think still now he can play the winger. I think he'll develop his career to an 8. I genuinely do. But I think for now he can drift in the left. I think 8. You're asking a lot from Foden. Maybe he's not that. It's part of his career where he's well polished in that wide areas. He causes problems. He could drift inside. You could get more out of him. But I still think for me, go and get you got to go and get a replacement. Again, it's a market. You know what I mean. But then again, I think he stays. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think Barcelona sort it out quickly enough. I don't think Guardiola loses him and then doesn't buy a player. This is the one position where I think he won't want to lose and not buy a player.
I have a bad feeling, man.
But you don't want to worry anyway. You got Haaland anyway. Haaland, you know what I mean? Like you man are chilling, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That was scary, you know. Them runs, boy.
You know what's mad, right? Is as well. If you just a little bit off topic, but that Liverpool game in the Community Shield, right? And people was like,
slagging him off, I know.
It's like, nah. Like, you got to understand that he was about 30 or 40% match fit for that game, and then you had people like Rooney, Michael Owen, top strikers coming out saying, based on that game alone, that's scary. He's going to score goals. And you had all the tacticals going, nah, he's going to flop, it ain't going to work. And that it's like, nah, you want to see...
That Chelsea fan as well talking rubbish, innit?
Nah, it's just like, come on, man. Listen, we got Kevin De Bruyne in behind.
Yeah.
You got Mahrez, Foden, Grealish, Gundogan, all these players, and maybe Bernardo going to set chances up for this guy.
Yeah, of course.
And you think he's not going to do well in this league. I'm telling you, he will destroy... He would destroy this league.
Mate, I'm scared. You know what scary is one, but he didn't score from it. Was that third chance made the hat-trick. The way he skipped past them, that was scary. And the way he leap. Oh my God, mate. He will score goals. De Bruyne, again, like I said to you, I still think I'll put him down for Player of the Year. I'm not doing what I did last season and made a bet with Steve.
I think so.
Paul Pogba would have a better season, but you know.
Because the thing is as well, what you got to remember is, bro, he's now got a striker.
I know.
That he can aim for.
Aguero was the last one he had.
His assists, will go through the roof. He'll still get the goals. And, you know, if he stays fit, it'll be scary to see what's like. He hit 20, I think he hit 21 assists.
I'm not looking forward to the derby, man. The derby feels like it's coming now. It's coming. It's on its way. 1st of October, people, man. That would be scary, man. But I just feel like for me, we just got to be ready. We just got to be, you know what I mean? I think City now, they're in the gears now. Bournemouth, nice game, mate. You know what? Should I put a triple captain on him for Bournemouth game on the fantasy? What do you reckon?
I mean, our record against Bournemouth at home is very, very
Sterling's
good.
best player. You know what I mean?
We normally smack them 3-4-5 easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be any different this weekend. And if Haaland plays, which you would assume he would do,
I just hope he doesn't do that thing where he drops him. Like, he drops one random player.
Nah, I don't think he will with Haaland. You know, he does with like his wingers and maybe his mids, but I think with Haaland, because he's still not match fit. That's a scary thing about the West Ham game. He still wasn't match fit there.
I know.
He's probably be match fit for a couple of weeks. So against Bournemouth, we're at home. Oh mate, it could be scary. It could be scary. We're gonna annihilate this league. I proper feel it.
Listen, and with the fact that Liverpool have lost Thiago Silva, I think this is a time where easily City could do that three-peat, man. I think that Thiago Silva, them not buying a replacement, I still think City are clear, man. And the fact that, don't get me wrong, I think Núñez will score goals, but the way that Man City function as a team, they'll just be, for me, like...
Liverpool fans keep beefing me at the moment because I'm saying factual information. I'm saying, one, Núñez is a gamble. That doesn't mean he's going to flop. I actually think he's going to do well, but it is a gamble.
Yeah.
And two, that they needed to get more goals from midfield and they should have bought an attacking.
And you have that.
Liverpool fans saying, what are you on about, mate? We don't need goals from midfield. Bro, you didn't score goals in any of the 3 finals that you played in. You didn't beat anyone in the top 4 last season. You try to tell me you don't need goals. And the whole thing about Núñez, I actually think he's going to do really well, bro. That doesn't mean I don't think it's a gamble. It's 80 million quid on a guy from Portugal. You tell me it's not a gamble. Of course it's a gamble. True. That doesn't mean he's going to flop. He might win the bet, innit?
Yeah. I think most Liverpool fans, they're excited, but I still think parts of his game is not well polished in it. But again, the best manager in the world to hide away deficiencies is Klopp, because his system is so like, you know, it's so powerful.
It's a funny question, yeah. Comments, let me know what you think. What's the best midfielder? McFred and Bruno, or Henderson, Milner and Harvey Elliott? Because I tell you what, that ain't inspiring, is it?
Well,
I think I might go McFred, you know.
Listen, mate.
Henderson,
you know what I mean?
Milner,
McFred, mate, I'm telling you, man. At least with them lot, they'll keep the ball. You know what I mean? I think they'll keep the ball at least, man. This McFred, mate, they won't keep the ball, man. But again, like I said, man, it's an interesting league, man. I think it's going to be exciting. I want to discuss Tottenham for a little bit. Is it their season now? Do you think this is the season where they need to like proper now kick on? Because I think they've got one of the best strike forces in the league. They've got a decent midfield. Their defence is not bad. It's got a solid keeper. You know, squad depth wise, they're not too bad. You know, Richarlison and whatnot. Someone was saying about them challenging for second position. Is that too soon for you, or third position for now?
Well, yeah, I think that they could challenge for second position. The main thing for me is with them, and I disagree with Spurs fans on this, is they were 20 points behind City last season. So I'm basically saying, I think that they need to focus on closing the gap rather than focus on winning a Carabao Cup. Because in my view, you need to attract better quality of player. The world-class players that only want to win titles. And my point that I'm trying to make here to Spurs fans is that you're trying to sign a player. If you're 20 points behind City but you've won the Carabao, are they going to be more impressed with that, or are they going to be more impressed with no trophy but you're 6 or 7 points away from City?
I know what you mean.
And I don't think they'll be impressed with the Carabao and the 20 points. I think they'd be more impressed with the 7 or 8 points closer to City. So if it was me, controversial, I know, but I'd ditch the Carabao and the FA Cup if I was them, and I'd focus on Champions League and Prem.
I get what you mean, but like I said, they need to win trophies. They don't win a trophy in 15.
That's why I disagree with the Tottenham fans. Because of course, Tottenham fans, I get it. Tottenham fans want to win trophies. Completely understand that.
But I get what you mean, though. In terms of team progress, what do they get? Is it better for them to finish higher? But I think you could do both, though, innit? They can still get third, possibly second, and still win the Carabao Cup. It's just it depends on Conte's mentality.
Just the amount of them games, man. The amount of games,
the amount of games for everyone, man. It's obscene.
They could do it, bro. But you know what it's like? It's a game every 3 days all year. If you go for the quad, it is hectic as hell, man. Whilst they have beefed out the squad a bit, I don't think they've bulked it out.
Five subs in it now.
Yeah, I don't think they've bulked it out quite enough to go.
The only thing is with these 5 subs, man. Bloody Ten Hag, man, made 3 in the last. In injury time, and I was like, what are you doing, Ten Hag, man? You know, when you get too excited, you think, you know what, let's throw anyone on. It does offset the balance, you know, because when they came on, we just literally lost all momentum. So it's like they having to catch up in a game where teams have really like kind of almost settled in a sense. So it's gonna be interesting, man. You know what I mean? The relegation zone as well. Who have you put for relegation this season?
Fulham.
I think Everton might have a chance to get relegated, you know.
Well, actually, I said Fulham, but then Mitrovic was very impressive.
Paulinho, they got quality, man, you know. They've got better quality than Everton's squad.
Yeah, I know, but I just think defensively, as well, Marco Silva, I don't know if his tactics are there on the defensive side. They've took a massive gamble, haven't they, with their transfer strategy.
That Lavia kid looked good, though.
I think Bournemouth will probably go straight back down.
Bournemouth, I'm starting to... You know, when I looked at the game, I know it's one game, but I looked at the quality of Fulham. They've got Paulinho, they've got goals in Mitrovic. I'm backing Fulham to stay up, you know. I think it'll be that season where I'm looking at
Just the
Everton,
defence.
man. I'm sorry, man. They've got they're chasing Che Adams.
Yeah, I know.
Che Adams.
They're moving mad. I cannot believe that they've not like been more active. And I know they've been a bit active this week.
They bought that midfielder.
I think Connor Cody's a class signing, by the way.
Yeah, he's
you know what? And he knows what the situation is.
That's why Lampard got him. I don't get though how a guy who's been there for a while, man, and then just gets loaned out. Do you get them signed as like players that are so instrumental?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, man. That's very bad on the club, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't fit in what they do, but I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
It is. You know what? The relegation one's a really interesting one. I just think defensively, Fulham with Tosin, that's a big season for Tosin. He obviously come through the City Academy.
Yeah.
Tim Ream was shocking against Liverpool. They need to replace him. I don't know if he's their number one.
Yeah.
Centre back. So I think they'll be in danger on a defensive side. Bournemouth, I think they'll probably struggle.
They'll you know what it is? They have a little bit of a mid-season and then they'll just kind of go back to reality.
Yeah, and
what about one sign? I think they bought one right back. And
and then I don't know for the other one. I don't know. I mean, I thought Leeds obviously got off to a cracking start against Wolves.
Exciting, man. They got a couple of Americans. You know what I mean? A couple of decent. They'll be just one of them teams that will just be exciting in it. Like
yeah.
So I'm going for Everton now. I'm going for Bournemouth. And I'm going for... Who's the other one that got...
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest, yeah. I just think too much too soon.
Yeah, I think they've been overhyped, man. I know they spent a lot of money, but...
They're chasing Hossam.
Yeah, well, that'll be a decent sign.
And now this morning, just before we checked it, they're getting that Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, yeah.
They like that. You know when Fulham, when they got all them players?
Years ago. I know. But you know what it is? They're going to spend a lot of money here. But I don't think they spent it on the right places. You know what I mean? I think that when you get promoted to the Prem,
the experience, innit?
You need experience and you need a solid defence and you need a goal scorer. They're the crucial things. You need a solid defence that ain't going to leak your goals, so you stay in games. And you need someone who's going to get your goals, man. So if it was me, I've said this all along. If I got a team promoted, I'd strengthen the defence and I'd buy a proper sick goal scorer, man. You know what I mean? And I probably wouldn't even really look at the midfield. That'd be my last place because
they want Ghana as well on a permanent apparently as well. So maybe they kind of
got cash though, innit? They're spending cash.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But listen, man, this has been the Manc Talk, man. Lewis,
yes,
first episode, man. How you find it, man? Enjoy it.
It's made easier by the state of your football club at the moment.
Well, this is it, man. When I get it's going to be different. This Manc Talk when United are back. You know that, like I will be here. There'll be more stuff on this side. There'll be trophies everywhere.
There won't be nothing, bro.
Listen, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like for me right now, you know what it is? I was speaking the other day, like with City when they were bad, like nobody gives a shit. Like it was just like you support City in it. Like it's just one of them local team. You know what I mean? We know we're shit, but we're gonna have a day out.
And we not had the drop. You know what I mean?
That's
obviously,
what I'm saying.
You've had the drop, and you know what's paying for you is you're sat here now, and you know full well deep down that you're not going to be challenging for at least 3 years.
Yeah,
because there's no way you can go from the
you know last time we won the Premier League, I was 20. So I'm 30 next October. So not this October, next October. It'll be 10 years.
Yeah. But that's the truth, isn't it? That's
10 to turn it to 20.
That's not me trolling. The next the minimum will be.
When's that time United will win the next league in terms of winning league title?
Yeah, minimum 3 years. And it's probably not going to be longer than that. And that's if you don't get bored and stick with Ten Hag.
I know. Minimum. And you know what, man? I've just got this weird feeling that if it doesn't work out for Ten Hag, you might just walk, you know. And that's a scary thought. But listen, I don't want to dwell any more negativity. But people, this has been the Manc Talk, man. We're going to be back, man, every Thursday.
That's it.
We're going to be here 6 p.m. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please smash a like on the video. Let's get at least, what would you want to give them a target of? 700 likes?
I'll go for 1,000, bro. First one, innit?
Listen, 1,000 likes. There we go, people. Lewis has said 1,000 likes. Let's go do it. Guys on the playback as well. Big up to everybody that's watching. And guys, make sure you go subscribe to the channel. They got 60k now, so road to 100, man, for them as well. And like I said, people, just keep supporting the channel. We're here, 2 Mancs. This is the Manc Talk. And listen, we're out, people. Peace.